I'm Gabriel Beversluis here to talk to you about long-term, low-load progressive stretch and the nighttime orthoses that we offer to achieve progressive stretch with our pediatric patients. Specifically to talk to you about our design that we have named the RoosterBoot 2, and this is a nighttime stretch dynamic orthosis for treating tight heel cords and loss of range of motion throughout the gastrosoleus complex. Long-term, low-load stretch has been around in the orthotic field for probably about 30 years now. And with the RoosterBoot 2 design, we are able to fully customize the amount of stretch we're giving as well as the limits to that stretch. So what we've done is created a total contact orthosis throughout the foot and ankle in order to maintain proper alignment of the subtalar joint, the mid-tarsal joints, and the ankle joint, and create a very focused stretch only on the musculature while cradling and protecting the more fragile bones and joints throughout the foot and ankle in a neutral position so that they are not compromised by the stretch being created with the orthosis. The idea is to set the tension so that it's very mild. In fact, just below the threshold where the stretch receptors begin to feel that stretch, and so we want to keep it very gentle so that they're not actually pushing back against that stretch. By doing so, we take some of the stress off of the bones and joints of the foot and ankle in order to prevent that further collapse and stretching out of those tiny little ligaments through the foot that are already compromised typically with the patients that we see. A lot of research has been done which has shown the benefits of long-term low-load stretch. The reason is when we hold the muscle at its most elongated state, that the muscle actually can grow longer. And we felt it was really important to come up with a design that was more streamlined, more lightweight, easier to use, less expensive, and so that's why we came up with the RoosterBoot 2. So allowing patients to move within the orthosis greatly helps with compliance and comfort, because as they feel the need to push, or if they roll over in bed and they want to stretch out, they're able to do that. And when they're active, when they're awake, it will move, it will allow them to move. When they relax again, the orthosis begins pushing back and gently holds them at their comfortable end range. The other benefit of the progressive dynamic stretch is that whatever position their foot and ankle may be in for casting or initially when we see them, even if they're plantar flex 20 or 30 degrees, we're able to capture that position and start from there. And with our orthosis that provides that gentle progressive stretch, as their range improves, the orthosis will move right with them and they will be able to continue to receive benefit all the way up until they achieve a full range of motion. For ambulatory patients, we do incorporate soling, which is formed right onto the bottom of the AFO. We have incorporated numerous ventilation holes throughout the posterior and in the tongue, as well as a hole in the back right here so that you can see the patient's heel to make sure their heel is staying seated properly within the AFO. We've had great success working together in a team approach with the medical community, so with the physicians and with the physical therapists and with the parents and with the patient, and together explaining the different options as far as bracing goes and how important compliance is and the specific challenges for that particular family or that patient or their particular diagnosis, and making sure that we come up with a solution that we feel is going to give the best shot at achieving success. And we do corrective casting, whereby we physically with our hands manipulate all the bones and joints of the feet and the ankles into the best ideal position, neutral position, so that the foot is neither pronated nor supinated, and so that as we create this stretching force onto the plantar surface of the foot, it's not going to push that foot further into a deformed position, but rather protect those bones and joints of the foot and isolate that stretch to the tightened muscle. And it really depends on the diagnosis and the exact condition of the patient to determine whether or not it's appropriate, and it's up to the treating physician ultimately to make that decision. We are partnering in the success of this orthosis with the family. And so if anything is not right, if they're uncomfortable or if they're just not working for some reason, then we want to know about it. We want to try to address it and do whatever we can to help make it work for them. We specialize in pediatrics, and our goal is to provide the most appropriate degrees of control and support and freedom to our patients so that they can develop the best way possible.